Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. If you're new, please do smash that subscribe button and like button if you've not been here before. We're as transparent as we can be on this channel, okay? No lying, no fibs, no moonshot predictions. What we do is show you levels of support, and we show you levels, future price predictions and things like that. We try to keep it real in this channel. And yeah, Vet's going to the moon, and we could give you some wild moonshot, but you know, we're going to keep it real in this channel at all times, okay? And we will show you where these levels of support are. But once again, you know, before I continue, thank you very much for all your really nice comments on Vechain and across the board. You know, all the things that you're doing to contribute towards the growth of the channel here. The subs is flying up, which is fantastic. It's great to see. I didn't really anticipate this channel kicking off like this. I just thought, you know, people are struggling, that they don't really understand. I'm just going to put what I know out there and see if it helps anybody. And it's so far it's been really well received, and it's really good to see. I'm so pleased with its progress. And yeah, and the Telegram group's going really well as well. They're a great community of people answering questions, and people, you know, they're coming new into the space, they're putting money into it, not necessarily the money they can't afford to lose, sort of thing, you know. And it means a great deal to people. And equally, I'm getting comments come through, you know, not just about people making money, but the fact that they're learning and they're starting to see things in charts and stuff that they've never seen before and stuff. So that in itself is so rewarding for me moving forward. It's awesome, and I love that. I do, honestly, I love that, because the greater value is in teaching people and helping people, you know, be self-sufficient and stuff like that. So it's great. It's really good. So I did say to you yesterday, if you were looking at this chart, you know, you're going to be, you're in for a good time, basically. And yeah, so it played out to a T. This did. It was great. We have broken out. We smashed through that eye there, that resistance, like a hot knife through butter. I did say to you that the EMA here was pushing us up and forcing us into a sort of corner, and that's what potentially causes the breakout, you know. And full transparency, it doesn't always break up, okay? You can see that breakdown, but luckily, you know, imagine if Vechain was going up like that and Bitcoin decided to break down at that point, then yeah, it would have carried Vechain down with it. And that is always the anomaly that you're up against. But so far, like I said to you, the pattern in play is until validated away, and this is a very bullish continuation pattern, this ascending triangle, okay? And we have multiple patterns in there, adding confluence to the fact that we was marching on. I'm going to break this high and march onto a target. So I just want to, you know, congratulate you, those that are in Vechain, and for those that actually bought all the way down there, you know, you've onto a good thing, because Vechain is looking really, really healthy, okay? On all levels, it's looking really well. You've got the bullish cross on the MACD on the daily time frame there. The RSI is pushing up to a little bit overbought, but that can continue. As you can see, it gets up there and things like to higher levels like that before it sort of roll over. So again, if you stay with the channel, I will keep you updated every day, and future price predictions and potential fallbacks and all those sort of things for Vechain. But at the minute, it's looking really, really good for continuation to get up to our target, which is up there. So what I'm going to do is just lay a Fibonacci target on there as well, and see how accurate that particular target was that we did outlay. Well, I think we made that target when Vechain sort of come up into this sort of pattern there and started to roll over and form this ascending triangle. We did lay down that target there, okay? So there's another thing you can do to lay out future price predictions, and what it is when you come up, it's called a swing high, okay? And then you have a swing low, and what you can do, you can set your Fibonacci. So switch to the 4-hourly time frame. That's it, okay? So we know that when we went up there, we went up from this bottom here, okay? And this is how you can lay price predictions down in your charts, okay, using a Fibonacci extension. So effectively, I've taught you about impulsive waves and corrective waves, okay? So on the way up, look at this stairway to heaven, which we covered. So as it goes up, you form impulsive waves, impulsive wave, corrective wave, impulsive wave, corrective wave. And these are just like, everything works in waves, okay? So it goes up, comes down, goes up, comes down. And this is what I say to people about some charts. You're looking at the charts and they're going up like that, okay? They're going vertical, okay? Yeah, all right, brilliant, great. But you know what? They roll over and they sort of die, and they crash into the ground there, and people get burnt, and you're left bag holding. But this is beautiful. You want to see this. This is stairway to heaven. It goes up, corrects, goes up, corrects, goes up, corrects, like this. You know what I mean? Beautiful. And if Vechain now can sort of get to that target, find a bit of a base, it could start to form this kind of stairway to heaven again. There's no reason why it couldn't. And this is a very highly tradable event right here, okay? Because you buy low, you sell high, you buy low, you sell high, you buy low, you sell high, and you're basically accumulating more Vechain or making money on the way up using impulsive and corrective wave theory. Okay, so it goes up, comes down, goes up, comes down, goes up, and you can actually use Fibonacci extensions on these waves to sort of predict where it's going to go. So this is what you do. Okay, you know that this is one bit. Look at the size of that impulsive wave that smashed us through that resistance there, and I said to you that's what we need. You can see, look, we're coming down, we've got these EMA retests, look at coming together as a little slingshot, and it projects the price up. So it's awesome, really good. So now obviously Vechain has come down in a corrective wave there. It's had its impulsive wave, okay, come down in a corrective wave, and now it's forming a new impulsive wave just like this one here. So if this impulsive wave that it's forming now is as strong as this impulsive wave, then you can lay down a price prediction, okay. And what you do, you go from a top to the bottom like that, okay, and that's your bottom just there, that where that red wick was just there. So you can see that Vechain effectively off a Fibonacci prediction extension of the 1618 is going to march on to sort of 0.12 cents, which is just above our price prediction which we laid down there. So it's all golden, it's looking good, but you do need to see another big impulsive wave very similar to the one you've seen here for Vechain to get us up to that price prediction. So yeah, I'm going to put that in there now so you can see, and that's a nice little price prediction. But I would expect that Vechain is marching on, okay? I'm not going to lie, you can see it in the chart yourself. It's come back down, it's corrected, it bounced off of 0.5 there. I did say to people yesterday in a Telegram group, they were saying where would it be a good place to buy? And I said try and put some bids on the 0.5, okay, and you can see it didn't quite get there, okay. So I must explain and be transparent in myself to you that I did mean the 0.5, but also you just got to notch it up just a little bit, because you will see it not necessarily come down to those levels sometimes, okay, and it bounces off it. So do remember that. I should have been more transparent. I do apologise. Okay, I'll say the 0.5, but always put your bids in just a little bit above, because you will see it bounce just above sometimes, and that shows it's really, really strong, okay. The fact that it's gone up, bounced off this level, and it's marched on in its new impulsive wave. It's a really, really strong uptrend, okay, that the bulls are in control here for Vechain, and it's absolutely flying. So yeah, you could potentially looking at it marching on towards that high there, which we set in the channel a few weeks ago there, and then obviously getting through that and smashing up to that high there. But I would expect, because we have laid down that target, right, and that was pretty conclusive with this sort of patterns that we had going in here, I would expect it to find a little bit of resistance right there, okay. Not financial advice, but I would expect it to come up to that sort of level, and you may see it in the charts, and you may see, oh, why has it not gone to there? Because it sort of hit its head there, come back down, probably test some kind of resistance, okay, or as support, because that's what happens as it goes up, it's resistance, okay, comes back down and test it as resistance again before breaking, do back testing the support and marching on, and that's basically how it works. You can see right here, look, we come up on this resistance line, we hit our head, okay, and then we broke through and smashed it, okay. So you'll always see that back test of resistance as support. You see the wick down, back test at support, marched on, okay. So it's all good for Vechain. So far so good. I know I've rambled on, but you know, I will keep you updated in the channel there what's happening with Vechain, and as we progress we can start laying down foundations and levels of support. But at the moment this is your key level of support, okay. You can't fall back below that, because you start invalidating this and you start breaking down, and you're going to start breaking down to those lower levels. So it's all good, but as it gets up there, I would expect it to sort of slow down a bit and allow the 4-hourly EMA to creep up, because what will happen if you start going up too much, and it's lovely, you do want it to go up too much, but you do want to sort of cool down a little bit, because what happens is this EMA starts to go vertical, okay, and that's not healthy, because then it blows off even more. It could potentially fall through it as support and break down, and you don't want that. You want to see these nice little healthy legs up, consolidation, for making the next leg up. So we'll keep you informed in the channel every day on Vechain. Do take care, have a really good day, and I'll catch you tomorrow on Vechain. It's all good. Bye bye.